as crazy as this draft was, I didn't know if there was necessarily a whole lot of steals considering how a lot of people
Yeah.
went early or shouldn't have went first round. Do you have any steals, even if it's just a couple out of
Yeah,
this
well,
first
I got
round?
about 2 or 3 that I can think of. Jordan Addison, I think where he fell to the
For sure.
Vikings was a
For
steal for
sure.
them. Jalen Carter again. I thought a lot of us expected him to be gone within the first 5
Yeah.
picks.
They basically give up a fourth round pick to move
Right,
up
for
and take
nothing.
Jalen
So that's a
Carter.
steal, right? That's armed robbery if you consider that,
Yeah.
Broderick Jones too, the Pittsburgh, they traded up, slightly just to go solidify their offensive line. So those are the 3 ones that I thought were steals.
Feel
Hey,
that, man. Feel that. Feel that. Yeah, the steals in this one were definitely one that, like I said, we had to look around. We kind of had to see what was actually in front of us with the way that the draft played out. You mentioned Jalen Carter, of course, Nolan Smith being there at 30. And, All Even Podcast was asking me last night, Barry was like, man, why do you think Nolan Smith is falling? It's because he's 6'2" and he's 230, 240 pounds.
he's
Call
light.
me crazy, though. Nolan Smith is another linebacker that has now come out of Georgia. He reminds me of that Roquan Smith. He's got a little bit of that Nakobe Dean. He
Yeah,
represents a little bit of that Micah Parsons coming out of Penn State.
yeah.
I'm not saying he's going to be any of those three
Right, right.
players, but when you talk about a linebacker that can rush the passer, and move at a sub 4.4 speed, that's a tool. That's a weapon that you can use
Oh
really
yeah, he can roll
anywhere
him
on
out.
that front seven. You use them in, a nice scheme on the edge. You can move him into some outside linebacker
Yep.
positions. Hell, if he learns how to cover, Nolan Smith is going to be insane.
No,
I'm just
absolutely
saying, so Nolan Smith
right.
to the Eagles being there at 30 was definitely a shocker. Miles Murphy, again, going to the Bengals was
Ooh,
a
that's
steal.
a
He
good
was a
pick
big
right there too.
faller. I love Zay Flowers to the Ravens. I would have liked to see Jordan Addison here really get that technical textbook receiver that's going to route folks up, can run any route, really be a threat at any position on the field. But Zay Flowers is respectable. You mentioned Jordan Addison, and then I got to give love to Christian Gonzalez going to the Patriots. That feels like a Bill Belichick pick.
Yeah, I
He
was gonna
gets a
say the
hell of
same
an
thing.
athlete. He gets, potentially the best corner in the NFL draft off the board. So those steals were definitely something to take a look at in the NFL draft.